111. One 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 one. 11111. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got it cooking nice now. We're cooking real nice. We're cooking with some grizzy grease. Boom. I'll do that one more time. Biggity boom. Have no fear. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here. Higgity, have no fear. The Iggity I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is in the place to be. Welcome to the Iron Dome of Disruption. Welcome to the Ziggity Zone of Disruption. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Inflamed Ashkenazi, a.k.a. the Sultan of Sniff, a.k.a. the Disruptive Warrior, a.k.a. the Raging Bull Shitter. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and deriggity wrecked. Hope everybody's feeling real good. Hope everybody's feeling real safe. Hope everybody is feeling really sane. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. If you're listening, happy listening. You could also watch. You could watch this episode of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast in full 4K, high quality audio, high quality visual, disruption. It's a high quality audio, high quality visual, disruptive broadcast on my YouTube page at Michael Rapaport, at Michael Rapaport. Got to get into this. I try to stay away from starting episodes with more serious stuff. I always try to, but how could I not start this episode off with what is going on in California, Pacific Palisades, Los Angeles, Pasadena, Altadena, these horrific fires that have been going on for the last couple of days. And so many people have been devastated by these fires, which started in Pacific Palisades. And for those of you who don't know where, or have never been to Pacific Palisades, it's a beautiful part of California, Los Angeles, Santa Monica area. It's near the beach. And so many people's homes have been burnt to the ground in Pacific Palisades. So much, the shopping, the community has been burnt to the ground in Altadena and Pasadena. I found out today a good friend of my wife and I, they lost their home, lost everything in their home, and they're artists and they're good people. And I feel so bad for them because I know how hard they worked to get their home and how nervous they were to purchase their first home. It's a couple. And when you see the pictures of people that you know and you see them talking about losing everything, it's just terrible. It's terrible. I'm so sad for all the people that have lost so much so quickly. I have another friend who somehow, some way, I saw a video of their home, their backyard, and their outdoor furniture burnt to nothing. This outdoor furniture that I sat on burnt to nothing. And their backyard burnt. And the house next door burnt. And the house next to that burnt. And the house next to that, and across the street burnt. And somehow it's a miracle that, knock on wood, Baruch Hashem, their home isn't on fire. And I hope no more homes are burnt. And I hope no more lives are lost. And it's just a horrible, horrible thing to happen. Such an iconic part of the world, not just like California. Pacific Palisades is such an iconic place in Malibu, and so many restaurants that I've been to and that so many people have been to, and coffee shops and businesses and homes just burnt to nothing so quickly. I don't understand how this happened. It doesn't matter right now how it happened. It just matters that it happened. And I'm just so, I feel so bad for so many people that have been evacuated, and the stress and the not knowing. You don't know because you can't see, and obviously you can't go near the home when the whole neighborhood is on fire. And so many businesses and the school, Pacific Palisades school, which has been in movies and production shot there. It was the place where they shot so many different things, and kids go to school there now. And fortunately, they weren't there when the fires happened because they're on winter break still. And I feel bad for everybody in California that has been affected, and the friends and family of people that have been affected. And the winds were unprecedented now, and people are starting the blame game, and the mayor this, and Gavin Newsom that, and all this shit. And this is not something to be politicized, although it will be politicized. That's inevitable. It's already being politicized, and I don't know enough about the details of that, and nor do I care to even get into that. So many people, and some people are saying, well, they're all rich. Not everybody in Pacific Palisades is rich. Trust me, not everybody in Pacific Palisades is a movie star, director, or producer. There's been a lot of celebrities that have lost their homes. Billy Crystal, James Woods, I believe Adam Carolla, and just the names, just Anna Faris and John Goodman, and so many people. But this is not all of Pacific Palisades are not rich people. I specifically know that good friends of mine, their homes couldn't be insured because of previous fires. When I lived in LA, it's crazy expensive if you could even get earthquake insurance. And that's inland. When I lived in LA, in the city part of it, not near the water. But so many people who lost their homes couldn't get insurance. Insurance had been taken away, and insurance is not given to some of these homes because of previous fire. My thoughts and prayers are with all the people and the firefighters, obviously, and the first responders that are out there duking it out, slugging it out. And this is a really tragic situation that has happened in California. When people are at their worst and people are suffering, the scumbags, the sick of the week, which I'm going to give the sick of the week award out right now. So many reports of people looting homes in neighborhoods that have been evacuated. You sick animal. You sick animal. There's a place for animals like that that'll loot homes in neighborhoods that have been evacuated by fires. How do you even punish somebody like that? I say you make them clean up. You arrest them, then you shackle them, and then you make them clean up the neighborhoods with their hands. And there's been reports of other sick who are lighting fires, lighting arsonist sick that have also been part of the problem in lighting fires and, doing things to make the fires more flammable in Los Angeles. And for those sick that do that, I say when they're arrested, and they will be arrested when they're caught, you burn their fucking toe. You burn their little toe. Not the whole foot. You just burn off like the baby toe. You burn it to a crisp, and you do it publicly because if you're sick enough to do that, the only way to deter other sickos from doing that is if they have to see, well, if I ever do something as bad as looting homes of people in neighborhoods that have been evacuated because of fires, or if I've done something sick as starting more fires when the city is already in shambles, you need to get your baby toe burned off. You sick. The city is underserved. There's only so many firemen. There's only so many policemen. There's so many hands that can get to work. Man, this year, what it started off just crazy. And when there's disasters and terrorism, like what happened in New Orleans, then when you got random sick adding insult to injury, you must deal with them appropriately. They must be dealt with appropriately. So those are the sick animals of the week. unfortunately, in California. There's a bunch of them out there doing that, and they need to be, like I said, you burn their baby toe. Burn that thing off, and then make them eat it. You set fire when there's already fires. We burn your toe off, and then we make you eat it. You sick. What else is going on? Jimmy Carter, former President Jimmy Carter, that old Jew-hating peanut farmer. And he was a Jew hater. He loved Hamas, and he was a Jew-hating peanut farmer. Jimmy Carter, the funeral, which, like I said, it seems like it's literally been going on for 2 weeks. They just had the procession and the funeral and the service, and all the presidents, all the living presidents were there. And I don't know if you saw the footage, but man, somebody got a sense of humor, man. And I know that, there's a seat chart and there's assigned seating because, and you can't argue like, oh, I don't want to sit next to this person. You're all adults, presidents, vice presidents, heads of state, the biggest of the big. But somebody, boy, they had B-Rock. They had B-Rock Obama sitting next to Trump. Trump and B-Rock Obama were sitting next to each other, yucking it up. Like old friends, like old rivals. Like it was as if you had like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier sitting next to each other, and they were talking about the good old days when they duked it out for 15 rounds. And I don't know what the fuck Trump was saying to B-Rock, and I don't know what the fuck B-Rock was saying to Trump, but they seem to be having a good old time. And this is all over the news, and there's pictures of it. And, you got lip readers trying to read the lips. And apparently Trump, Dick saying Donald Trump, Pig Dick Donald Trump. I'm trying to avoid bleeping. If you're like, why don't you call him Dick Stain Donald Trump? Why don't you call him Pig Dick Donald Trump? Because I'm on YouTube. We're on YouTube, by the way. I don't know if I said that already. I believe I said that. We are on YouTube. And they're banning motherfuckers left and right, and shadow banning, and I'm going to get to Meta and Instagram in a second, but I'm trying my best to not curse as much as I can or get banned. Shit every now and then is fine, but when you start saying certain words about certain people, they come after you. Anyway, apparently Trump has said to B-Rock that they need to have a serious discussion about something, and they need to do it in a quiet place and blah, 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 blah. But there must have been something else, because B-Rock he's laughing, and I could see Trump saying, how's your family? And, what'd you think about Kamala and busting balls? And B-Rock's probably like, oh, you motherfucker, you won. How'd you do it? And Trump's like, you think that I would lose to her? Because Kamala was there too. She didn't speak. She side-eyed. She gave B-Rock and Trump like the side eye. And Disco Doug Emhoff, her husband, he was there. And I mean, you see these people, these are politicians. They hate each other. They can't stand each other. So Trump and B-Rock were having a good old time, and Kamala didn't speak to B-Rock and Trump. And then you got Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton and Dollar Bill Clinton, they're over there, and Bush apparently didn't speak to anybody. But what a shit show, man. If you could just hear what everybody was saying, that would be unbelievable content. But I just was so surprised at the image of Trump and B-Rock, smiling like old pals. Like, how you doing? Like, what's popping? Oh, yeah, what do you think of the Knicks? Oh, they're good. Oh, yeah, you're Bulls. I don't know what the hell they were saying. I'm sure it wasn't small talk about the Knicks and the Bulls. And like I was saying about being banned and unbanned. And, the whole discussion this week is Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know if he went and got a new publicist. He saw Olivia Pope, but he got his hair's nice. He got nice hair, got nice, like a nice little curly hair. His voice sounds a little bit more, it's not so gurgly. He got himself a nice gold chain, and he came out and he said, "We're turning Facebook back into the good old days, the wild, wild west." And I say, good. Lift all the sanctions and the censorship off of Facebook, off of Meta, off of Instagram, off of all social media. Because coming from somebody that I have been on Facebook and Instagram, I have been banned I probably have to bleep this so I don't get banned for saying that I've been banned, but I have been banned, shadow banned, double secret, shadow banned. I've done suspensions. I've been threatened with my account to be kicked off. I've been threatened for my account to be demonetized, deplatformed. I've been suspended sending DMs, receiving DMs, having my messages be read, my content be read, buried. It's been buried. And what have I said? I've said nothing. I'll tell you what my worst ban was. My worst suspension on social media was January 6th, 2021. But I think it was 150 days. I was in Facebook solitary confinement, 150 days in Facebook solitary confinement. They shut me down there. And X, you could say anything on there. I get called all kinds of mother... They say everything to me on X. And not that I like it. And I try to get these motherfuckers put in Twitter jail. Anything goes over there. Not that I like being called all these things. But they have suppressed a lot of shit. He said it. Yo, listen to what Zuckerberg said. He said it. And they're also taking their censorship, fact-checking contingent of Meta, and they're leaving California. They're moving them to Texas. I don't know if it means that the people from California are moving to Texas or they're rehiring people in Texas. I don't know what that has to do with it. But I say good. I say good. Let the community do the community notes. And me, Zuck, I'm your guy, man. I like you. When people didn't like you and people were making fun of you because you were on your surfboard with your sunblock, I also made fun of you. Okay, but I've always liked you, Zuckerberg. I've always said that. I'm down with Facebook. I'm down with Instagram. I like it. And I know the rules. And I've improved. I have improved how I play the game. And it is a game. And I always say, Zuckerberg, if you can't do I always say this, if you can't do the crime, don't do the time. Don't do it. I say that, and I say it all the time. And when I've done the crime, even though I didn't like doing the time, I've done that. I took my pinch like a man. I've taken a lot of pinches. I've had to take a lot of pinches on social media. When I said that, what's her name on Fox News? What the fuck is her name with the blonde hair? Laura Ingraham. They gave me 30 days. They suspended, this is before Elon. They suspended me because Laura Ingraham had said LeBron James should shut up and dribble. And I got suspended for 30 days. 30 days on Twitter because I said, Laura Ingraham, why don't you shut up and dribble? D's nuts. Now, I didn't tweet that. I did it face on wax. Face on wax. Anyway, I say good. Let's go back to the old days, the good old days, the social network days, the Jesse Eisenberg, Justin Timberlake. Good old days of the social network. Bring that fucking platform back to what it was all about. Because the censorship is I don't know, you got to find a happy medium. You don't want people going around saying anything. But I say good. I say right now we let it go, Zuck. Let it. And I'm with you. I'm a big fan, and I like you. Look good, Zuckerberg. You look good. You look like you smell good. You look like you're taking care of yourself. I know you're doing your MMA and all that shit. I'm with you, man. I'm your guy. I've always been your guy. What else is going on? A lot of people give me a lot of flack the other day. Because it seemed like I was some sort of Miami Heat fan when I was talking about Joyless Jimmy Butler. I ain't no Miami Heat fan. Be clear. If I thought about teams I really, really, really don't like, the Miami Heat would be one of them. Historically, with their rivalry with the New York Knicks. I don't even know if you call it a rivalry. I guess it was a rivalry. It's not a rivalry so much anymore. But I ain't no Miami Heat fan. Ronnie Cycli, Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway. I don't like the Miami Heat with the LeBron. What are you, Miami Heat fan? That's one of my least favorite teams of all time in any sport. The Miami Heat, the big three Miami Heat, D. Wade, Chris Bosh, C. Bosh, and LeBron James. They did a real number on the NBA. I mean, when you look back on it, it was kind of fun because, I couldn't stand that team. I could not stand that Miami Heat team. So I ain't no Miami Heat apologist. I ain't no Miami Heat fan. I just don't understand how Jimmy Butler could say that he can't find joy playing professional basketball for $45 million a year in Miami. I can understand if you say you don't want to be part of the team sucks, I'm trying to win a championship. I can respect all that. But to say you can't find joy playing basketball for the Miami Heat for $45 million, just say what you want to say, Joyless Jimmy. Say you want to be traded. Say, I don't like Tyler Hero. He shoots the ball too much. I'm sick of Spoelstra. Pat Riley, this, that. Say something, but to put it on Joy? What in the Kamala Harris bullshit are you talking about? That's like some Taylor Swift shit. No disrespect to Taylor Swift. But that's all I was saying. I could care less about. I like to see the Miami Heat suffer. If you ask me, now I've been to Miami Heat games, and Pat Riley, how could you not like him? But like I said, there is a Miami Heat culture, and they are a winning franchise, and they have a consistency there. Like I said, what you should do, Miami Heat, is unretire Udonis Haslem and let him straighten out Joyless Jimmy Butler. Because when he was there, he was regulating stuff. You can't find joy playing for the Miami Heat. You can't find joy not paying taxes for $45 million a year, playing for a still good basketball team. Just say you want to be traded. Just keep it funky, man. Keep it funky, Joyless Jimmy. Playoffs are happening. The NFL playoffs are happening on Saturday, and we got games. It's going to be games on games. We got the Chargers at the Texans. Houston limping into the playoffs. C.J. Stroud's having a sophomore slump, which happens. And he still has Nico Collins. And Tank Dell got hurt, but Joey Mixon. I like that Joey Mixon, man. Joltin' Joey Mixon. Yeah. And now they had to go back to Deontay Johnson after Baltimore cut him. And Justin Herbert, first of all, Justin Herbert's a good-looking guy. I think he's dating some model. They all date models. Joey Burrow, Justin Herbert. I think he's married to a model. He's dating a model. And he got my man McConkey, Lad McConkey, who's has no relation to the former Giant McConkey. Those are the good old days. J.K. Dobbins and Quentin Johnson. But the defense is the difference maker. And Jim Harbaugh, he knows how to win. He knows how to win games. And I have to take the Chargers winning this game. And then you also have a game on Saturday, the Steelers at the Ravens. This is what it's all about. The Steelers at the Ravens, AFC North. This is smash mouth football. Lamar, who should be the MVP, although I got no problem with Jumbo Josh winning it this year. And I think the Steelers are done. They're finished. Russell, the love muscle, and they've been too inconsistent. I feel like Baltimore is moving on. They got the truck. They call him King Henry. We call him Truck Henry. I don't see how Russell the Love Muscle, even though he's got some weapons, I just don't see how they could stop the truck and Lamar Jackson, who is the MVP. Sorry, Jumbo Josh. And then the Broncos at the Bills, friend of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Sean Payton. The Broncos have been one of the best stories this season. Nobody believed in rookie Bo Nix. We believed in him. But here they are. The offense, they move the ball on all levels. The defense is one of the best in the league. Remember, Sean Payton last year in the Denver Broncos was looking bad. Was looking really bad, but he built them back to a contender. But Buffalo is big favorites for a reason. They got the Jumbo Josh, who's going to win MVP. He's been incredible. And I feel like we could have drafted him in our fantasy football season, but we didn't draft him. And they traded for Amari Cooper, who's been big in big games. And I think the Broncos, they know how to play in cold weather, but I am taking the Bills to win this in a close one. I have the Bills to win this in a closer game than you might think. And then we got the Packers versus the Eagles. We saw these teams, remember that, in Brazil months ago. In Brazil, in the Brazilian barn burner. That's what they're calling it. The Brazilian barn burner. The quarterbacks are both banged up, dinged up. Saquon, who's also he's been ridiculous. Josh Jacobs in the battle of elite bruising running backs. The defenses both have abilities to make stops. And the Packers are pesky. I got the Packers in an upset. Oh, yes, I have the Packers in an upset, and it's not because I don't like Philadelphia. Remember, February 14th, I am performing in Philadelphia at the Fillmore in Philly. February 14th, I am performing at the February 14th, I am performing at the Fillmore in Philadelphia, but I have the Packers with the upset. Sorry. I call it like I see it. Sorry. But if you're in Philadelphia, whether they win or they don't win, don't take it out on me. Come see me live at the Fillmore in Philly, February 14th. February 14th. And the last game of Sunday is the Commanders versus the Buccaneers. Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels. You have been unbelievable. But you got a tall order ahead of you. It's your legs. That could get it done. But the Buccaneers blasted the Commanders earlier this year in week 1. That's a long time ago. Week 1, especially for a rookie, that's like 3 years ago in rookie dog years. Rookie quarterback years, week 1 is like, this is a different quarterback you're playing against now. Chris Godwin played a big part in that game, but he won't be there Sunday. Jalen McMillan has been stepping up big time with Bucky Irving. I like Bucky Irving. Remember that name, Bucky Irving. Reminds me of Bucky Dent. Remember Bucky Dent? Chip that one over there. Big green monster. Anyway, Baker, the touchdown maker and Big Mike Evans and their defense. I'm giving Tampa Bay the win. And then the last game of the week is Monday, which, like I said, that could be moved to Phoenix. The Vikings versus the Rams. Can you believe that? The Rams are in a wild card game. So what? Hopefully the Rams can give the LA residents something to cheer about. The Rams have been dominating. They have been dominating the Vikings. They kicked their ass once this year in Los Angeles on a Thursday night game. And McAvey and O'Connell, these are two coaches who are actually good friends. And Minnesota shat the bed in primetime last Sunday. Shat the bed. Sammy Smooches and company. But there's a reason why they won 14 games. I believe in the Vikings to put it together and find their weapons in order to win. Give me the Vikings to advance, although my heart is rooting for LA. But if I was a gambling man, and I am a gambling man, I have to say that the Vikings will advance. And if you're looking to make some cash this weekend, Captain Picks, we're betting on everything. Football, NBA, college, everything. Okay? Football, NBA, NFL, playoffs, college, everything. Captains, captainpicks.com. Captains, be a part of a winning community with the captains at captainpicks.com. Anyway, came, saw, disrupted. My heart, prayers, thoughts are with everybody in California who is suffering. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm coming to San Diego the 6th, 7th, and 8th. I'll be in San Diego the 6th, 7th, and 8th of February at American Comedy. And then, like I said, I'll be in Philadelphia at the Fillmore February 14th. Philadelphia at the Fillmore February 14th. All tickets are available at michaelrapaportcomedy.com. I'm done. Miles Jordan, a.k.a. the Bleach Brothers, a.k.a. the Dust Brothers. Take me at it with something real nice. Take me at it with something real loud. But most importantly, end this I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast with something really, really funky. It's I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm out, baby.
I Am Rapaport Podcast.